Dear viewers, it's a good evening and hope you are doing fine wherever you are. I want to say thank you for this far. Actually, I've been marketing my content physically, so sometimes if I come to you repeatedly, please bear with me. I might not be able to recollect the faces I approached for subscription, but just bear with me, just understand. And I want to thank I've hit the 259 subscribers, and I want to thank you for that generosity. Today, I want us to talk about the narrative in this country that there are no jobs in Kenya. And if there are jobs, you must have a godfather somewhere to hold your hands. How true is this statement? I want to share with you a little bit how I got my job. As some of you who have gone through my previous videos, you will realize that I started life from the scratch, totally with nothing. But that means I totally had nobody to offer me a shoulder to lean on. So for that reason, I totally had nobody to look up to. But today I work for the government as a children's officer on a permanent and pensionable terms. It's a prestige. Working for the government is very prestigious. Some of us, we graduate, we really desire to get a job with the government. But how did I land in the ministry as a children's officer? After applying for many jobs, after sending many applications, which many people have the opinion that they are just applied for formality, but people have been selected to fit into those positions. One day I slept in my room. I had 40 bob. I didn't know where I would get the next meal. So I decided through monologue, I decided that I was not going to spend that 40 bob for supper and instead sleep empty stomach and use it in the following morning, use it as a fare, take a train from Githurai, where I used to reside those days, to Nairobi town. What was I going to do there? With my yellow file, I decided I was going to knock. I selected 2 ministries that day, and I decided that I was going to knock from the ground floor to the last floor, upstairs, that is. So, in my inner conviction, something spoke to me that go and start with the Ministry of Labor, State Department for Social Protection. And who was I going to see there? Still, my inner conviction told me that you just go and demand you want to see the PS. Mark you, I have tarmacked for 5 years since after I had graduated. No job, life is difficult, Corona has just outbroken, and life was very tough in that year. So I went to the floor where the office of the PS is. I found the two I found the two administrative police at the customer care desk. I told them I want to see the PS. Many a times you will be asked, do you have an appointment? Do you? Those people they are always trying to gag you outside so that you don't get those jobs. They might even tell you, mpigie simu. Something that is totally weird when you go to a public office. But I am a debater. I'm a good orator. I use my oratory skills to tell them why I was there without an appointment, and I did not have to. One need not to have a phone number of a PS or a senior person in the government. You cannot have those people, but those are public officers. You can work anytime. So I went there, mark you, I didn't take supper last evening. The 40 bob I had used it for train. I had not taken breakfast. So I was directed to the waiting lounge. Luckily, social department, they really treat people well. After a short while, I was brought tea and bread. And it was a double luck because that day the PS was in the office. So I was told the PS would be busy on that day, but I had to be patient to wait. So I didn't have to pay a fare back. What did I have to do? I had just to wait. So I waited the whole day, since morning 8 to 8 in the evening. It was a busy day in the ministry. So 8, they brought me, during lunch, they brought me tea again, and they also brought me tea, 4 o'clock tea again with me. So at least I had some energy to keep waiting. So I went, I addressed myself, I expressed myself to the peers. And I want to tell you, young people, you must know how to express yourself. If a person of such a high profile gives you time, gives you an opportunity to express yourself, be straight, know what you will say, and be brief. So I told him, no, I graduated in 2015 and I have not, I've been tammacking, I've not been lucky to find a job. It was, the vacancies that were there during those times were casual for 3 months. So he told me, write for me your phone number there and your form 4 grade. Casual, they usually take, for casual positions, they usually take form 4 leavers. They will not ask you for degree certificate. So I wrote there my degree, my form 4 grade, and I left on those yellow, small yellow papers. They are called stick on. And I want to say it was a good, some people out here have decided to serve Kenyans. He called after 2 days. I took that casual job. So I was in the system. Due to Corona, we were supposed to serve for 3 months casual, but due to Corona, they decided to add us some more months so that we don't go suffering. So our casual contract was terminated in August. It went up for 6 months. So I came back to my usual business, which is selling avocado. So one day my goods did not arrive from Kisii, and I went to the stage to wait for that lorry. It didn't come. So on my way back to my room, I decided to have a chat with the peers. One thing I want to tell you is that when you get an attachment, when you get a casual job, behave, dress well, so that when opportunity arises, you get it. Get it? Sawa, tuko hapo. So I just sent a text. Hello, Mr. Pierce. The job you got, the position you placed me elapsed. Would you please get me another one? And I want to tell you, he called. and told me to go to the office before noon. It was around 10. I haven't showered. I haven't shaved beard. I was very shaggy, but I said no, my body was not running away. The way I was, I just went to the house, changed my clothes with those mud. It rained that day. With mud, I put on my socks, shoes, rushed to town. I found him with a PS. I found him waiting for me with the human resource. So they did for me an interview, and they've something which is very important, which many graduates today are not having: communication. When you get such a person and he talks to you, you start mixing Kiswahili, Sheng, and English. I want to tell you, it is really, it can work to your detrimental. I have a friend who got an opportunity to attend an interview, and he failed because he was not able to communicate well in English. And when he came back to me, he told me, Michael, I know I'm not going to pass that interview because of my language. So please, even as you enjoy life in campus, try to polish your language. It will help you someday. Remember, you are only in campus for 4 years and you are out. Mark you, some people, we were employed with some people who are second year because they went there to look for that job physically. What am I trying to say? Before you come and say no jobs in Kenya, those positions, those advised people have been already selected, go there physically. Stop this notion that you apply jobs online. When you get 1,000, instead of going to town, taking a bus and going to town, you prefer using that 1,000 to take your girlfriends for pizza. Warembo musinione vibaya, but sometimes we need to put our priority right. Use that money, go to town, look for a job. Then when you get a job every month, after every month, and you will be receiving your salary, then you can take your girlfriend for pizza. So many people apply for jobs at their comfort. They don't want to go out and look for those jobs, express themselves. Remember, when you apply for a job, nobody knows you, what you are capable of. So my last word today is that before you get out, go and knock physically in the offices, and then you are turned away that there is no job. Please stop saying that there are no jobs in Kenya. Ama kujuana, there is nothing like such. The kujuana, you know why some people think that ni kujuana? When one vacancies, 150 positions have been advertised the whole nation. Remember, Kenya, I don't know whether some of you know how big is Kenya in size. Everybody is applying. Some people are applying through email, soft copy. Some people are bringing hard copy. So by the end of the deadline, you find that hard copy alone are over 20,000 applications. And online alone over 100 applications. So honestly speaking, who will go through all these applications? They take those who went there to look for a job physically. And I'm one of those people who went there physically to look for jobs. Today, I'm happy. I am, even though I have not achieved a lot, but job security, I know I have my permanent and pensionable job. So what remains for me is to develop myself. As you can see, I went back to pursue my postgraduate studies. And I've also decided to do vlogging, YouTube blogging as a side hustle. So please, when I come to you, I request that you subscribe for me. Please, just one subscription. It doesn't cost you a lot. Actually, it doesn't eat your bundles. The same bundles you may be watching something else, that's the same bundle. I only need, just click there, subscribe. like my video, please comment and recommend. I'm on my way to 300 subscribers, which I believe I'll achieve tomorrow. From there, 400. And when I hit 1,000, I will sign pay a monetary contract with the YouTube, and that will be my side hustle. Thank you very much, and bear with me. I know I'm not that fine in my orator, my vlogging, but I please support my hustling, support my side hustle. Thank you very much. I wish it's my hope that you will enjoy this talk, and that's the end of it. Bye bye. Have a nice evening.